Welcome to Joule, Sous Vide by ChefSteps. Let's get cooking. You'll need Joule, a smartphone or tablet, and a pot. The one you use to cook pasta works great. Your Joule has a magnetic foot, a water inlet, a water outlet, an LED light, and a button on top. Let's set up your Joule. Start by adding some water to your pot. Don't forget to protect your work surface with a trivet or a cutting board. Add Joule to the pot and plug it in. Do you have enough water? As a rule, you want the water to fully cover your food, plus a little extra. And if you're cooking something small, like a single salmon fillet, you can use as little as 1.5 inches of water. There are 3 ways to attach Joule. If you have a magnetic pot, simply place Joule in the pot and the powerful magnetic foot will keep Joule upright and secure throughout the cook. No magnetic pot? Not to worry. Simply attach Joule to the side of your pot using the side clip. You control Joule with a custom app. Start by downloading the app on your Android or iOS device. Joule works with both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Start by connecting Joule to your ChefSteps account. If you don't have an account, you can set one up now. The first time you open the app, you'll get directions on how to pair with Joule. Just follow the prompts on screen. Don't forget to name your Joule. The last step is to add your Wi-Fi network. Adding your Joule to Wi-Fi will let you control it and check the cooking progress from anywhere. It's also a way to receive firmware updates that will make Joule better over time. If you're not connected to Wi-Fi, don't stress it. Just choose the Bluetooth option in the setup process. Bluetooth connection works just like Wi-Fi. You just need to stay in range to keep controlling Joule. The Joule app offers 2 ways to cook. If you know the temperature you would like, use the manual cooking screen to enter that number in Celsius or Fahrenheit. If you're looking for some inspiration, there's guided cooking. With guided cooking, you can use one of the app's 100+ step-by-step cooking guides. Search or browse by category. Each guide includes visual doneness videos, which show you exactly how food will turn out before you even start cooking. Just pick the one that looks best. The app will ask you a few questions about your food so that Joule can calculate the perfect cooking time. That's it! Joule will begin heating the water and you're ready to cook something delicious. When you're done, you'll notice there are fewer dishes than usual, so cleanup is a breeze. And Joule easily fits in a drawer until you're ready to cook again. All set for your first cook with Joule? We suggest one of the Get Started guides in the app, which demonstrate the basics of cooking different kinds of meat and fish. These guides will give you the foundation to cook any dish with Joule. If you have any trouble at all, please contact our support team at chefsteps.com. Want to cook a steak with Joule right now? Check out our video on how to cook a basic steak.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm really excited to try the Anova Precision Cooker. I haven't cooked sous vide before, but I can't wait to give it a shot. All right, we've got the wand, and you've got the clamp, and we're ready to go. Before I get started, I had a couple of questions, but thankfully I have Bill Clark from Anova here to answer them for me. So Bill, what is sous vide?
Great question. So sous vide, or precision cooking, has been around for decades. It's been used the world over by top chefs everywhere. All you need to do is, with the device, put it into your pot, you submerge your food into the pot itself, it circulates the water to a very precise temperature, and you always get the desired doneness you want.
What would make this better than, say, grilling?
I love that question. It's probably my favorite. Grilling is all over the map. You have hot spots, you have cold spots, and everything in between. With precision cooking, you don't have to worry about any of that. You set your device to whatever doneness you like. Medium rare steak, 129 degrees Fahrenheit. You set the device, you hit play, and when that comes out, it's going to be exactly 129 degrees all the way through. It'll be perfect.
The Anova Precision Cooker is easy to use. First, you fill a medium-sized pot with water. Then clamp the Anova Precision Cooker. Then you sync your cooker to your app, put your food in a plastic bag, then clamp the bag into the water when the water is at the set temperature.
So the cool thing about our device is that you can start a cook from the interface, or you can use our app. The app itself has time and temperature guides to create that perfect steak we were talking about. Or you can use the hundreds of recipes that we have in the app to choose from. The device, the app itself, all you need to do is just press start once you've chosen a recipe, and the app will take care of the rest. So the best part is you never have to worry about overcooking your food. It's always going to be the exact same results every single time. You don't have to worry if you have, kids, if you have a life. You will still be able to come back and your food will be ready at the exact temperature you set it at. And then the other half is that you will never waste food. It's always going to be the exact same results every single time.
All right, the moment of truth. Perfect medium rare, edge to edge, looks delicious. Let's give it a go. That's really good. That's better than being at a restaurant, and I did it myself. This was awesome.
I'm Jessie, and I'm the chef and food stylist here in New York City. And today I'm with my friend Calder in the Gourmia test kitchen, trying out some of their great new appliances. In today's episode of Get Cooking with Gourmia, we're going to be making salmon with spring peas and herbs, and we're going to use the Sous Vide immersion pod.
Can't wait to see what this is all about.
I'm so excited about this one, Calder. I haven't sous vide anything since culinary school.
Yeah, isn't it like normally a huge laboratory contraption, and it's really complicated? This is something that you can just put in your drawer.
It's true. We had a whole day's lesson about sous vide in culinary school, and it involved a lot of big, crazy contraptions. This is so easy. I can't wait to use that same technology at home. It's just this tiny pod, and you can use any pot.
So you can use a pot, a bucket, a big bowl. You could use anything that can take hot water, right?
You can use anything.
Anything.
It's so easy. So let's get started. The first thing we want to make sure is that our water is going to be circulating at the right temperature. It takes just a few minutes to get up to temp, so let me go ahead and do that now. It should be 125 degrees for the salmon. So I'll just set that using this easy to use knob. And then once you're at your correct temperature, hit the power button. And you can see that it's circulating the water.
It's like a hot tub for my salmon.
Exactly. All right, so why don't you get started on the salmon? Just season it with a little bit of salt. And this is about 1 pound of skin-on salmon cut into 4 equal portions.
This is beautiful salmon.
It's really beautiful. Now you just put it in the bag.
I was reading the packaging, and I saw that this thing only takes 1,200 watts.
It's true, it's safe for your standard outlet.
So Jess, I'm just gonna cover this with oil, right? I seasoned it, put it in the bag, and now cover with oil. And about how much? Just like a nice coating?
Just enough to coat it. It's kind of poaching in there.
Okay, poaching in the oil. So I'm gonna zip this up.
Actually, you can leave it open.
Leave it open?
It's true.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people think with sous videing, you need a big fancy vacuum sealer. For this recipe, you don't.
No vacuum sealer?
No vacuum sealer.
Oh my.
Just the bag goes right into the water.
Just throw it in the bag and dump it in the water.
So we're up to temperature, and then we just go right in. The other thing that's great about the immersion pod is it has this clip, so it can fit onto anything you have at home. As long as the water level comes up in between those 2 lines, you can use a bucket, a pot, a pan. As long as the water comes up to that level, you're good. If you do not have enough water, the